So Tom,
Yeah,
you're outside getting fresh air, taking
I
a break
am.
from everything.
I am in my ratty old t-shirt.
So it's been a year since you and I last talked about everything
Yes.
and rumors and people having doubts that the Orville wasn't going to return. And I think we put those naysayers to bed. And then
Who are these people? These people that we were never going to return. I mean, we're still working here, so it's just another day. No, it's amazing. I mean, the fan response has been great, and obviously I was working late last night, but I was reading the tweets and just happy that people finally get to see it. And we weren't hiding it, we weren't joking. We did say it'd be bigger.
yeah,
So at least it doesn't make liars out of us, which is always a good thing.
yeah. And I mean, seriously, I got a chance to watch it last night, and very hard hitting, balls to the wall. They don't, you can see how much Seth and the whole cast are not pulling any punches this season. And
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not even revealing episode 1 because there are a lot of people that haven't watched it yet, but it was a hard-hitting topic for
Yeah.
a lot of people like myself that are watching it and all. And as someone who's a veteran, so you had some people that were talking about post-traumatic stress and all, and it's like I said again, it's wow, it's right out of the park, bang. So
Aww.
I was really just blown away. I was really blown away.
That I really beyond appreciated. I mean, we all do here, and I know I saw some people are concerned that we're not going to have any levity in the show, and we will.
Like I said again, it was just nice to see the gang getting back together, the band getting back together, and
yeah,
I was just sitting there, I think I was still in awe because I was taking it all in. The kids are getting bigger. That was one of the things.
Well,
you can't avoid it.
No,
the Finn kids, as I call them, and
yeah, they ain't kids no more. They're the best, but they ain't kids.
I like Charlie. The new cast member Charlie.
Yeah.
I know people are going to have things to say about her, but I got a feeling that she's going to grow on a lot of people as time goes on.
Yeah.
And so,
well, I'd rather people say things than not say anything. I found that saying nothing seems to be way worse of a curse.
Right. Yeah. As a pro wrestler, either if they don't yay you or boo you, then you're not doing your job as a wrestler. So
yeah.
It's the same way with acting.
Some reaction is better than flat nothing.
Right now, you're still finishing up on things.
Yes.
But overall, everything is, for the most part, maybe visual effects and everything else, you're tightening up everything. But as far as all the actors go, the cast goes, their parts are done for this season, correct?
Yeah, I mean, there's still a minor bit of ADR left and something, which as you know what it is. But yeah, the actors are, luckily they're wrapped. It's all the pretty stuff now. It's the remaining visual effects, the color and the mixing, some promotional stuff that I've been dealing with. But, I mean, if you have the time to do it, why not use it? Well, so that's kind of how we're doing it here. I mean, we also came from a network production schedule, so you are tending to work on the shows as they're airing. This is kind of the same thing. It's sort of the zone we're comfortable in.
So now, how does it feel now that you're at where you're at, even though you're still finishing up everything? How does it feel now to be at the finish line, just about?
Doesn't feel like the finish line. No, it's just like I said, it's just the boss, everybody, like, really, this is a labor of love. So just for people to see it and like it and have it out there in the world, it's kind of surreal. We didn't plan on 3 years, but here we are. So yeah, it's a little weird. I don't think it's totally sunk in yet. I don't think it's sunk in that I put up BTS episode 301. It doesn't feel real. It feels like I'm going to wake up and we're still shooting it or something.
Well, the way I look at it, like I was talking about this on a panel about the Orville, and I was saying how years ago when I was a kid waiting for Empire Strikes Back to come out, and it was right after the heels of Star Wars, and you had to wait that like 2 years, 2.5 years, and then when it finally came out. So to me, as I said in the panel, to me, this is Empire Strikes Back 10 times over, because I get to see this Empire Strikes Back in different forms 10 times over in 10 different episodes on a large film-like scale. And what I mean by that, I mean more than just 50 minutes, more than just 60 minutes. So, you know, the fact that you guys were able to achieve that feat, you know, and surpass even what Stranger Things is doing. I mean, to me, it's you guys are hitting the mark. You guys are hitting the mark.
Thanks. Well, I feel that I'm of that school too. I base all my time management on Star Trek movies and Star Wars because I'm old. And so like the 3-year was the requisite wait. I'm not saying a TV show should wait, but since they're basically, they being the universe, is forcing most TV shows to play in that space, or at least near that space, that it is kind of more of an event. Like, you know, like Obi-Wan took a while, you know, I mean, Strange New took a bit, you know. If you're going to play in this area, you got to sort of come with the goods, and that takes time. I mean, we're still doing it faster than movies,
right? But
you know, obviously, it's not. I mean, it would never compare us to like Spider-Man: No Way Home or something. But it's, you know, they are comparably the streaming shows that have to do this kind of work are in a comparable space. It is the same amount of work and now overlapping crew and talent. So. But yeah, no, I never, you know, sure, I would have loved it out like a year ago, but you know, also pandemics happen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. So, I mean, to me, it's, you know, it's coming out at the right time when everything is, you know, a lot of stuff is coming out, but it's coming out at the right time. The response has been overwhelmingly, you know, incredible. Everybody, like, I got up this morning and my whole Twitter was like over like 40 different responses off of that alone, off of episode 1 alone. So you can imagine what the rest of the season is going to be like. And
I was happy we trended. That was nice. Haven't done that in a while.
Yeah. And I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, everywhere I'm going, Entertainment Week, I mean, everyone is talking about it. So that's a really good thing. And it's nice and refreshing to see that, seeing that you guys were on that hiatus. It's nice. And again, I love the fact that all those naysayers, everything got quiet like tumbleweeds. Everything got quiet. So I love the fact that it shut everyone down. All the people that doubted that the Orville would return and stuff. I'm just glad that, you know, we got a chance to catch up and everything. I know you're really busy right now.
We all appreciate you and everything you do for the show, and just, you know, the films are great, and you know, obviously, it's just it's like, do I eat or do I, you know, do I drive home or do I sleep here? You know, it's like those kind of.
So, what would you want the fans out there? Because everyone wants a season 4. I mean, myself, JP, all of us have been talking about season 4. What do we have to do? What would you tell the fans out there that are watching this right now? What do they have to do to get the word out, to get our season 4
I mean,
of the Orville?
Watch it, tweet it, try not to be too mean about it, even if you dislike it. I know, because believe me, we all read all that stuff. It's, you know, I'm always good for honest critique, but sometimes people get mean. I mean, that's just me. I just read a couple of things that kind of were like, oh, that's not nice. But no, I think you know, tweet it, watch it, tell your friends. Like, it's not that much of a rocket science. If you, you know, if you like things that the Hulu store makes, or, you know, other things make, you know, and you want them, buy them. That's the thing. If people see enthusiasm, I mean, we have a great fan base, amazingly passionate, and probably the nicest bunch of all. So, but it's really, there's no, like, you know, there's no big secret. It's like, just watch it and talk about it. Without
tipping your hat, is there anything that's coming up, whether it's episode 2 or 3, that may spark interest in a lot of people, for people that are watching this and saying, well, okay, I'm going to watch episode 1, but how am I going to get pulled in for episode 2? Like, what would you say, like, for those upcoming episodes that are like about to come out? Anything that you want to like tell anyone?
I mean, they're all like, to quote Seth, they're all sort of mini movies. So they're all
Right.
sort of like specialized events.
Okay.
I don't want to say too much about two, but two is I could say, somewhat standalone, and it's a little bit of a fun departure for us.
Okay.
I happen to love three, and it's very classic Orville. Four is, a big to do. I think you're going to get a different adventure every time. And some are going to be really right down the nose of the show. And then some of them are going to be like, we have, I don't know, we got 27 episodes now. There's some mythology starting to build. So some stuff's going to link back to earlier stuff. Not like crazy serialized where we're going to end in a cliffhanger or anything, but like,
Right.
the characters have backstories and histories now. And that stuff gets explored. I think our big, and I know Seth feels this way, I think our big secret weapon is surprise. I think the trailer was successful is because no one has seen it in 1,000 years. Sorry, I'm getting a slack as we speak. And no one has seen episode 1. So like the stark contrast from 2 to 213, aka the finale, to now is drastic. So I think that element of new discovery is one thing we have, and we try not to, we're not trying to be stingy. We're just trying to like surprise you.
So Tom, I want to thank you for taking some, time out
Of
of your
course.
busy schedule. I really appreciate it.
Stopping you right here. Let me thank you. You do more for our show than we could ever repay. Please do not thank me for existing. That's ridiculous. But thank you. I appreciate it. But like, please, you're the ones who we should be thanking up and down every day for just being tireless supporters of our show, for nothing more than some retweets and some affectionate texts.